Today, we're about to explore a German coin that many collectors are desperately searching for, a coin that might just be hiding in your drawers or coin collection, the legendary 1985 German Pfennig coin. It may seem small and ordinary at first glance, but once you learn its secrets, you'll understand why it's one of the most talked about coins in the European numismatic world. The Pfennig coin has a long and proud heritage in Germany, tracing its roots back to the post-World War II Reconstruction era. It was part of the currency system used by West Germany, officially called the Deutsche Mark, introduced in 1948 to help stabilize the economy. Over the decades, the Pfennig coin became a symbol of daily life, used for everything from buying a morning newspaper to grabbing a coffee at the local cafe. But in the vast sea of coins that were minted over the years, the 1985 G-marked version stands apart as something truly special. Minted in Karlsruhe, which is represented by the letter G on the coin, the 1985 edition of the Pfennig carries with it a level of intrigue that captivates even the most seasoned collectors. What makes this coin particularly valuable is not just its age, but the rare mintage specifics, the historical significance of its time, and the condition in which some pieces have survived. The mid-1980s were a period of rapid economic and political changes in Germany, and coins like this one were quietly witnessing the prelude to the monumental fall of the Berlin Wall just a few years later. But let's talk about the coin itself. The 1985 Pfennig is made of brass-clad steel, with a golden hue that stands out among modern coinage. It bears the traditional oak leaves and the denomination on one side, while the other side proudly displays the federal eagle, a symbol of the nation's strength and unity. But while millions were minted, only a limited number of these coins were preserved in mint or uncirculated condition, and those are the ones that have become incredibly valuable today. What truly spikes the interest of collectors is the limited number of high-quality specimens in existence. Most of the coins circulated heavily and were worn down over time. However, uncirculated versions or those graded highly by coin grading services have fetched remarkable prices in auctions and private sales. The rarity of perfect condition 1985 G coins makes them a prize for anyone looking to build or expand a valuable European coin collection. So how much is this coin really worth? While circulated versions might appear common, a perfectly preserved, high-grade 1985 Pfennig coin can be worth up to $1,500 or even more, depending on its condition and the buyer's demand. Yes, you heard that right. What might seem like a simple piece of pocket change could be worth more than $1,000. Some rare cases have seen bids skyrocketing due to collector enthusiasm and coin scarcity. Now imagine this. You stumble upon an old coin box that belonged to your grandparents. Inside it, nestled between dusty mementos, lies the 1985 Pfennig. You hold it in your hands, realizing you might just have a piece of numismatic treasure that others are dreaming of. The value of this coin isn't just monetary. It's historical. It's emotional. It's a connection to a time when Europe was rebuilding, when Germany was on the edge of massive change, and every coin told a story. Motivation is everything, and if you're someone who loves collecting or is just starting to look into the hobby, this is your moment. Don't ignore those old coins lying around. Don't underestimate the power of knowledge when it comes to numismatics. Each coin can be a key to unlocking hidden value, and the 1985 German Pfennig proves it. It's important to preserve coins properly. Keep them in coin sleeves, avoid cleaning them roughly, and if you think you've found a valuable piece, get it professionally graded. You might be holding on to a coin that could be a ticket to financial and historical reward. There's an entire world out there where small coins mean big money, and the 1985 G is a shining example of that. This coin also represents an opportunity for families to bond over history. Searching through old jars, drawers, and containers can become a fun treasure hunt. Who knows? Maybe your family has a 1985 G coin that's been sitting unnoticed for decades, just waiting to reveal its true value. Remember, valuable coins don't always scream for attention. Sometimes, the most modest-looking piece turns out to be the hidden gem. And the 1985 Pfennig coin is exactly that, a coin that looks humble, but holds the weight of history and value in its small, golden frame. So ladies and gentlemen, the next time you come across an old German coin, Look a little closer. Check for the year, the mint mark, and the condition. You might just discover that you're holding a valuable relic of the past, one that collectors around the world are searching for right now. Next up, the 1981 German Pfennig. A coin that might look ordinary to the untrained eye but carries a story and potential value that's simply extraordinary. The 1981 Pfennig was minted in Stuttgart, the mint mark F indicating its origin. This was a period when Germany was riding a wave of economic resilience, with its currency symbolizing strength, unity, and daily life. The 10 Pfennig coin itself was part of the Deutsche Mark currency system, a monetary structure that held Germany together before the introduction of the euro. The F mint mark adds a layer of uniqueness, and for collectors, this particular version from 1981 holds more value than many realize. The design of the 10 Pfennig remained consistent through the years, but what makes specific years like 1981 stand out is a mix of mintage quantity, condition rarity, and historical timing. While many of these coins were made for circulation, very few have survived in uncirculated or near-mint condition. The few that did are now prized assets in the hands of collectors who understand their significance and rarity. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where the coin gets exciting. The 1981 German 10 Pfennig can sell for up to $8,000 or more in today's collector markets. And that's not a random figure. High-grade specimens that have been professionally graded by trusted numismatic services have achieved these kinds of values at auctions and through private collectors' sales. The coin's golden hue, its steel brass composition, and the iconic oak leaves paired with the German eagle make it a piece of history that not only catches the eye but also captures the heart. Its value today is tied closely to condition. Circulated coins will fetch less, but uncirculated or proof-like examples are in high demand. And here's the kicker, the value is not fixed. It has room to grow. As interest in European pre-Euro coins continues to rise, and as collectors hunt for the best-preserved coins from key historical years, the 1981 stands to become even more desirable. Imagine what could happen in the next 10 or 15 years when fewer quality specimens remain available and demand continues to increase. This coin is also more than metal. It's a silent witness to the Cold War tensions, the growing strength of the European economy, and a society transitioning toward reunification. When you hold a 1981 10 Pfennig in your hand, you're holding a symbol of a stable West Germany preparing for massive changes just years ahead. It's more than a coin, it's a slice of time, frozen in brass and steel. And that makes it valuable in ways beyond just market price. For collectors, historical coins like this are like miniature time machines. They tell stories of people, politics, and prosperity. The 1981 coin is particularly captivating because it comes from an era of peace, productivity, and planning, right before the massive transformation that would redefine Germany forever in the 1990s. Now is the time to start paying attention to these older coins. The world of numismatics is seeing a huge spike in interest. People are rediscovering the joy of collecting, the thrill of researching, and the reward of identifying rare and valuable pieces in their own homes. If you have a 1981 10 Pfennig coin, you might just be sitting on a hidden gem that grows more valuable with each passing year. There are reports of certain proof and high-grade 1981 coins selling to enthusiastic buyers for up to $800 depending on condition and rarity. With the right grading and packaging, your coin could fetch a similar amount. And that's just the beginning. As collectors continue to value older European coins, the ceiling for this coin's price is far from reached. Now picture this. You're sorting through an old collection, a box of coins inherited from a relative, and there it is, a 1981 10 Pfennig gleaming under the light. That moment of realization that you may be holding a rare and highly sought-after coin is priceless. It's a feeling every collector dreams of, and today, it's within your reach. Let this be a motivation to start your own search. Look in old wallets, drawers, jars, and albums. Take those coins seriously. Get them inspected, graded, and preserved. The hobby of coin collecting is not just about value, it's about legacy, discovery, and connection to the past. Every coin tells a story, and the story of the 1981 10 Pfennig is just beginning to be told. As time passes, the number of high-grade 1981 F coins will only decrease. That's the nature of collectible items. Rarity increases, demand grows, and prices follow. The smart collectors know this and are securing their pieces now. Will you be one of them? Will you be the person who spots the opportunity before the crowd does? Let the 1981 F German Pfennig inspire you. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting the journey, this coin is a reminder that great value can lie in the smallest of things. And when that value is backed by history, rarity, and beauty, the potential is limitless. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever find the 1981 F10 Pfennig in your collection, do not let it go unnoticed. Treasure it, protect it, and recognize the future potential it holds. You might just be holding on to something far more precious than you ever imagined. Next up, the 1992 D German 10 Pfennig coin. You may have seen it before, maybe even handled it without a second thought, but this coin is far more valuable than it appears. As we uncover its history, rarity, and market demand, you'll begin to understand why collectors are watching it closely and why you should too. The 1992 D10 Pfennig was minted in Munich, with the D mint mark proudly stamped beneath the oak leaves. At first glance, it may seem like a standard post-reunification German coin, but what makes this particular edition so special is the year it represents and the phase of transformation Germany was undergoing. The early 1990s were monumental for the country. After the Berlin Wall fell in 1989 and reunification followed in 1990, the coinage system had to adapt quickly. Old and new Germany were coming together, and that meant millions of coins had to be minted to serve the expanding population and new economy. The 10 Pfennig coin, a staple of everyday transactions, played a critical role during this time. The 1992 version marked one of the early years of a united Germany operating under a single economic system. Although it may seem like just another year on the timeline, for coin collectors and historians, 1992 represents unity, resilience, and the solidification of a new German identity. And the coins minted during this time, especially with the D mark, are becoming more and more sought after. Demand for this coin is surprisingly high, particularly among European coin collectors and enthusiasts who specialize in transitional period currency. There's something captivating about owning a piece of that unification period, a physical token from a time when East and West became one. The 1992 D version, specifically in uncirculated or proof condition, is on the radar of serious collectors and investors alike. It's no longer just a coin, it's a fragment of history. Today, the current market value for a circulated 1992 D German 10 Pfennig may start modestly. However, high-grade specimens, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services, have reached sales figures of up to $6,000 in collector auctions and private marketplaces. These prices reflect the rarity of pristine examples, and more importantly, the growing interest in coins from the early 1990s, a historically rich yet undervalued era in European coinage. And that value isn't fixed. With each passing year, coins from the 1990s, particularly those from the early post-reunification years, gain more historical significance. As older generations pass on their collections and new collectors enter the market, demand for these coins continues to rise. The 1992 D10 Pfennig has everything a collector dreams of: historical relevance, limited high-grade availability, and strong emotional value tied to a national turning point. Many people are actively searching for this coin, whether online or through coin fairs and trading platforms. Collectors from across the globe, especially in Germany, the United States, and parts of Eastern Europe, are on the lookout for this piece. And the ones that do come up for sale are often quickly snapped up by knowledgeable buyers who understand their potential future worth. This increasing demand makes now the perfect time to evaluate your collection or begin one. Why is the 1992 D10 Pfennig built the way it is? The coin maintains the classic design of the German Pfennig, featuring the oak sprigs on one side, symbolizing stability, growth, and deep national roots, and the federal eagle on the other, representing unity and strength. It was built not just as currency, but as an emblem of a nation stepping confidently into a new era. The durable brass-coated steel was chosen for long-term circulation, ensuring it would survive generations, and many of them still look stunning today. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins, especially in mint or uncirculated condition, you could be holding a future powerhouse of the collector's market. What seems like a simple 10 Pfennig coin could easily become a high-value collectible in the coming years, especially as more collectors focus on the significance of the early 1990s. Think about the stories behind it. This coin passed through hands adjusting to a new national identity. It was used in the first few years when citizens of former East and West Germany shopped, saved, and built lives under one currency. There is real meaning in that. That human, emotional story is what gives coins like the 1992D their soul and their worth. This coin has all the traits of a rising star in the world of numismatics. It's historically charged, it has a defined rarity curve in high condition, and it's getting harder to find by the year. If you're a collector who thinks ahead, who wants to hold something that matters beyond its face value, then this is a coin you must seek out and preserve. To truly unlock its maximum value, presentation and condition are key. A coin preserved properly in a protective holder, untouched by wear, and authenticated by a grading agency will always attract the highest offers. This could mean a coin that sells for $600 today might be worth $1,000 or more in the next decade. And that is the magic of numismatics. Value grows not just with time, but with story and care. Start your hunt now. Go through your collection, ask older family members, explore local markets. You never know, the next coin you find might just be the 1992D 10 Pfennig, ready to bring value into your life. And once you have it, treat it like the treasure it is, because its full potential is still unfolding. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1992D German 10 Pfennig is a coin that represents more than just currency. It represents change, unity, and promise. Its journey from pocket change to collector's prize is well underway, and you can be a part of that journey. All you need is curiosity, care, and a sharp eye. Thank you for joining us today as we uncovered the story of this remarkable coin. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare and valuable coin spotlight. Until next time, keep searching, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest value.